Well, hi everyone. I'm Tracy Jarvis. I'm one of the Sensorimotor Psychotherapy Training team, and I'm so delighted that this Singapore training, the Sensorimotor Singapore training in Singapore, will be taking off this April. A special thanks to Ming Tan, as well as the Clarity Board of Directors, for hosting and sponsoring this incredible training that is about to be in Singapore in April. Anything you want to say, Pat?
Well, I'll just say hello. I'm also really excited about Singapore. I'm Pat Ogden. I'm the founder of Sensorimotor Psychotherapy Institute, and I'm so happy that Tracy's able to do this training. She's just a fantastic trainer, and it's fabulous to have us opening up Singapore. So thank you to our sponsors and organizers as well.
And Pat and I just wanted to speak a little bit about actually a question that we got asked from Singapore about implicit memory, about some of these advanced skills. Certainly, it is an advanced skill. Perhaps if maybe you're a talk therapist or maybe you've trained in another modality. And fortunately, Pat, you being the pioneer of somatic psychology, tell us a little bit about sensory motor and implicit memory. Where do you go and what's exciting about that?
Well, what's exciting to me is that so much of the effects of trauma they're not explicit. They are stored in the body and in the nervous system. So they're kind of underneath our conscious awareness, but they show up as symptoms and difficulties and problems and dysregulated arousal. And in sensorimotor psychotherapy, we can work with implicit memory very directly through the body because we're looking at like posture, like if somebody's posture is like this and their eyes are wide and they're having panic attacks, you can see the implicit memory of the trauma in their body. So we can start to work with that to help the body and the nervous system um, kind of recalibrate. And the implicit memory resolve in a way.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm biased, so I'll just sort of put that out there. But Pat, I think that sensory motor psychotherapy has a beautiful methodology for how we then work with the body and work with that implicit memory. Do you want to say a little bit more? Because it's such a beautiful kind of like, or organic process.
Yeah, it really is, and it has a quite a comprehensive theoretical and skill base to it. In terms of our skills, they're really very organized and sequential. So in the training, we learn them one at a time. One builds on another. So students walk away with really a set of skills that they can really apply. But those skills are taught within a larger context of like the philosophical principles that guide our work. Like we really trust in the intelligence of the body to resolve trauma. Body is so impacted by trauma and it holds the key to resolving it. So the skills can help us evoke that intelligence so that, you know, so that healing can happen.
Yeah, yeah. And Pat, I remember you told me the story of that you first initially used to work helping women psychiatric patients, and you noticed that when you moved and danced and they would get better, they wouldn't have these symptoms. So tell me a little bit about like how important it is as us therapists to be embodied too, like to really kind of, it's not the technique. I don't just do an intervention. It's actually in sensory motor, we live and breathe from our bodies up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, I think that's one of the strengths of our training program is that participants learn kind of from the inside out. So, you'll learn from your own body. Your own body will be teaching you about your own movement habits and your postural habits and what goes on in your nervous system. And it's that internal resonance with your own body and the effects of your experience that I think it really does support then being able to work with clients. Yeah. Because it's not just a top-down heady approach. We're working bottom up with the body. Um, so students often say that through the training, they finally got in touch with their bodies, and they really can draw in their own body as a resource.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pat, anything else that you want to say to, potential students or even just students who are coming on this training already, before we sign off?
One of the things that always comes to my mind is that in general, psychiatry and psychology, the body itself has really been omitted from, the talking cure. And uh, it's just such an amazing avenue for exploration and healing. Like we work with our beliefs and we work with insight and we work with emotions. But in sensorimotor psychotherapy, we work with cognitions and emotions, sure, but we add the element of the body. And, it's often been said that the body, the way it moves and its posture is the manifestation of the unconscious. And we have ways of evoking that and shifting how people how our clients they learn to shift how they live in their bodies so they have much more capacity for life, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I what I'd like to say is just the uh amazing opportunity to learn how the body can support psychotherapy. Mm, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what
Thank
we really
you.
focus on in our work.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Well, everyone who's watching, hope to see you on this training. Please get in touch with Clarity and we'll see you in April.